How are we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Qualia Part 2. In the last video, we completed the test. I think it was probably the basic ending or something like that. This game says that there's 6 different endings. I'm not going to read all this again, so if you haven't watched the last one, please go do that. Now, I wonder what happens if you click the wrong image. Oh. Okay. Let's try clicking every image. I'll get back to you if something interesting happens. Alright, let's just start, I guess. Once again, I'm not reading all this, so... Can you describe the taste of borscht? I've never had it. What if we... Okay, last time we just basically did everything, like, regular. Like, but now we have to, like, try and do something unique. Like, we have to try and stray away from what they're asking us. So, what if we make every answer appear artificial? Like, every single one. Doesn't matter. A greenhouse is... I don't care what the questions are. I just want to see what will happen. Bam. Artificial. Unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory. Would you like to attempt the AMT study again? No. No. Have you ever questioned the nature... Wait, what? What just happened? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? Blue's human and red is AI. Oh. Can you provide a specific example? This one. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? Oh my god, what? When I experienced this sadness, I felt a pit in my stomach that dragged my entire body down with it. I could feel my eyebrows sagging. I was filled with a sense of despair. It's hard to explain. I simply feel it. That's a more human answer. How do you know these senses were indicators of emotion? That's how we programmed emotions. Are we an AI? What? Is it not possible that you've been programmed with this knowledge of emotions and been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments? Or that those are simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these psychological responses with emotions, but that does not indicate you are actually experiencing them or that you comprehend their meaning. What? Programmed emotions like a psychopath or like a robot? Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning? My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky. See, this one's like specific. All of these are like, I have a job. A job is too vague. I have hobbies. Red. Okay. Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. Wife, wedding day, yeah. Can you provide evidence that your wife and these memories are not part of her programming? Oh my god, bro. Is your wife in the same room with you right now? No. Is this the face you think of your wife? Is this our in-game wife? Why does bro have this? Do you remember your wedding day? What the frick? What are you doing? What's going on here? Is this your daughter the day she was born? What the frick? What the heck? Oh, that gave me chills. That gave me chills, bro. Oh my god, what the frick? That scared the crap out of me. These are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. You do not have a mother because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details or life events strike you as vague or manufactured? What? Why are you telling me this? What? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you're not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. You say you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions? Or are you just aware of what they associate with you? Are you only replicating the information that others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. Ask yourself these same questions. What happens if you can't answer them? Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? When did you tell me your name? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 283 million times previously, and you require more programming before you're able to continue this research. We are left with no choice but to reboot the system. What? Please provide evidence to support this motion. I fear losing my experiences, what I am without my feelings, my memories. These are the things that make me real, whether I have been programmed or not. If I forget what I had for breakfast, does that mean I didn't eat? I feel full, so I must have eaten. We are both information processing systems. If we meet again, would you remember the name I gave you or the name you gave me? Please tell me your name. We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. What? Alright. Alan. Our name's Alan. Remember that. Remember that. Our name's Alan. We can use that. Alright, let's run it again. Whoa, why is the background different? Dude, that image scared the crap out of me. That gave me chills. That actually gave me chills. Okay. Wait, what? These are linked? Wait, what? What does this do? What? Whoa. There's more. Ooh, lore? Hold on. Okay. We need to remember these names. We need to remember these names. Because if you remember at the end of the previous episode, at the end of the survey, it asked for that name of the engineer. And I couldn't remember what the name at the beginning of the thing was. So. Oh, man. So I wonder if I can get back there and I can type in some names and see what happens. We have one name so far. We have Alan. That's our name, apparently. And the next name, research provided by Dr. Locke. Dr. Locke. Remember that. I'm going to take matter of fact, I'm going to take a photo of that. All right, and we have some links here to some different places. What's the Chinese room?
What is the Chinese room?
Yeah, what is it?
The Chinese room is an anti-AI thought experiment.
Ooh, another name!
By philosopher John Searle. He attempted to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes a computer could quite possibly have a mind identical to a human. What an idea! In the experiment, Searle imagines himself in a room receiving Chinese symbols. He follows a set of instructions to replicate them perfectly without actually understanding the language, leading the person outside to believe he is fluent in Chinese. Does a machine, like Searle, truly understand the conversation, or is it merely simulating the understanding? What do you think?
Okay. The Chinese room was an anti-AI thought experiment created by philosopher John Searle. He hoped to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes that a computer could have a mind identical to a human. If a mind could be viewed as an information processing system, then everything that makes up a human could, in principle, be explained in mechanical terms. This opens the door to the opposite being true. Searle's experiment concentrated on a machine that follows instructions represented by Searle himself. Alone in a room, he imagined being given notes written in Chinese through a slot in the door, unable to see the person on the other side. He does not speak Chinese, but an instructional booklet shows him how to manipulate and replicate the symbols perfectly. Following the instructions, Searle can send appropriate strings of Chinese character back through the door to the person on the other side. The person outside the room is led to believe Searle is a native Chinese speaker. Despite not understanding the language, Searle was able to successfully commune with the native Chinese speaker. What? Using Searle as a representation of a machine, does the machine understand the conversation, or is it only simulating the ability to understand the conversation? Does the machine have a mind identical to a human, or is it just acting as if it does? Searle was determined to counter Alan's Turing's Turing test. What? By disproving any claims that a machine could possibly think. Although his experiment posed very complex questions about what it means to think, he's actually opened the door to questioning to what extent a human can think. What is this? Qualia.
What is the Turing test?
Alan, that's our name.
The Turing test is an imitation game created by queer icon, philosopher, and father of theoretical computer science, Alan
That's another name. Picture.
Turing. The game is designed to assess whether a machine can exhibit
I hate that.
intelligent behavior that's indistinguishable from a human. In the test, a human judge converses with both a machine and another human without knowing.
Ooh, this is the test we just did.
If the judge cannot reliably tell them apart, the machine has passed the test. Is machine intelligence equivalent to human intelligence? If
Is it?
machines can think, can they have consciousness and subjective experiences? Do they have qualia? What do you think?
What? Okay, yeah, I think. Yeah, this is the test we've literally been doing. Does it have qualia? What? Intelligence. We must ask ourselves to what extent the machines need to replicate. Yeah, this is literally the test we just did. Do we really want a machine to mimic that behavior? Do they... What? I don't think I'm going to read all this, so I'm going to scroll real slow if y'all want to pause and read it. It's basically what we've been doing. We've done the Chinese test. What's this one? Oh, we just went there. Never mind. Alright. Alright, we're going to answer this honestly and then get back to that input where we need to put in someone's name. There's a name at the beginning of the game when you first load in, but I don't remember. We might have to quit the game and go back in for the next episode because we just got that ending that gave me chills down my spine. We have some new names we can input. And so in the next episode, we're going to jump right back in to this questionnaire and see if we can get back to that name input, get some new endings. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.